managed to get it done. And we'll see whether they can pick up the pistol here. They're going to start on the CT side. So we'll see what Mouzesports can bring to the table. 4 flashbangs, a smoke grenade, and what will be done here. In terms of the setup of the T's, we're going to have Sticko with the smoke and the flash. PD50 in the hands of Sticko, but Oscar's gone. Fallen, precise headshot, falls back as well, no damage taken.
Chris working his way around the corner will just confirm that no one waits on the backside of the sandbags. Sonny picked apart from both sides, and Stewie takes the initiative to pop out and say hello. We might take the initiative to say hello to our observer. They are on camera sometimes now. That was the cue. They didn't really pick it up, but that's fine because I'll put it down. Sticko's going to put down the bomb. Fur, he'll hold off at Ruins knowing that he doesn't have much of a chance to fight back inside of the site with a 5-on-3. He's better to wait for the rotations, but waiting just costs him his life because Chris walks around and Fur's caught napping. In the middle of prayer, perhaps. Fallen now, the next to go. All of his team in the same position. No one out toward Banana. Sticko, great shot onto Stewie, but Cold thankfully trades it immediately. Otherwise, it would have been a sustainable 3-on-3. It's now a 2-on-2, though. As Chris finds his second in the round. Watch out, because Rops has Banana, and they pretty much have to go aggressive onto him. Both players waiting in the wings for the CTs to make the moves, and they'll strike and sandwich them in.
Wow, what a round that was, back and forth. It looked like Mibr was so comfortable with that one, but the Glocks pulling forward and managing to close things out. It will be the 2-on-1 to find victory at the end. You can see Yanko doesn't look too happy with him. Looked like it was a round that was in the bag. They do manage to at least get a few kills. This is the opening frag as well. You'd think with that sort of advantage with Stewie following towards B as well, that would be enough. Gold0, though, taken down by Rops. And finished off by Chris J. There's going to be the force buy in the second. So the scouts come out. Actually, successful shot as well. Drive-by from Fallen. And he takes Oscar down to 39 HP. There's a decent smoke as well. Stewie's going to sit in it. Oh, goodness, this is pretty scary. They know he's there on the other side, and he's absolutely done for. Gets 1 kill, more than he was worth, arguably. Oscar's still low, but they get the trade. 1-2 here. Force buy. Still going to be impactful. They lose this, they're going to go down 3-0. No map control towards apartments or middle. They pretty much have to go in towards B here. They fall back. They have no idea if Mibr are behind them. Molotov in towards new boxes, and this will be the commitment. In they go. Needs to be clean.
Back 10, but Fallen finding one of the scout through smoke as Tarek walked in and emerged with a CZ. Actually gives the advantage firmly now with the bomb down to Mibr. Sonny's got to do it all, AK in hand. Still the advantage in the weapons, but he's got the bomb, 45 seconds, wants to get back down. Banana looks away at the wrong time, timing everything for... He's got the kill. Yanko, he's got the shoulder pad.
He knows that was huge. There was so much on the line there. Give that up. It could be a fantastic start for Mouzesports, but the force buy does a great job. It all kicked off with a scout shot from Fallen, taking Oscar to low HP, and then Stewie battling by himself, managing to get that 1 kill by the barrels, and at that point falling through the smoke, of course. You do love to see that. As Sonny, he knows that's important. They'll be force buying themselves here.
Fallen and Stewie getting aggressive toward the banana position, but Fur's already found the kill onto Oscar. Sonny with the AK-47. The only gun trying to hold Mibr at bay, given that he wants to try and limit the money.
There's a second AK, which was taken down at the start.
You're right.
So they do have a chance to pick that up with the smoke towards middle. So not all is lost, but they certainly don't have Oscar anymore. Sonny's been tagged up. What do they do with this? Just 1 smoke, a single flash as well. Really doesn't look good for them. A spot from Furt. There's not much he can do to flush him out. No HEs or Molotovs. So he's in a good position just to get that 1 kill and hide. Dig himself into the corner. Gold0. Not necessarily playing for the frag here. Just wants to get intel, then reposition to a position where he can actually do some damage to the MP9. On top of the barrel right now. Furt could go down with nothing. It's unlikely. His aim is pretty remarkable. As soon as his teammate gets the aggro, Fallen pushes Banana, they can strike together. Oh, look at it go. Great timing. Still with a huge advantage here.
Cold wants to punish, does, but then gets taken down. Rops wants to sacrifice anything from this round, but they're both held out in mid, and information attains, kills gained. Fur's got them both. It's 2-1 to Mibr.
That's going to be full eco now. No bomb planted. MIB are aggressive at the start, nades down towards bottom and middle, following it up with an AK barrage, and they're actually going to have 4 AKs now on the CT side. Very beneficial. It's a nice shot from Robson, pretty much all they got going. Further close things out. You can see he doesn't find the instant headshot, just readjusts, make sure he taps to the body just to guarantee the frag there. And it will just be Glocks only from Mouzesports at this point. MP9 for Coldzera, perfect weapon to mow through these players like a hot knife through butter. We'll see what he can do as he holds towards top of middle right now. And they're going to hold T steps. If anything, you can use it as a timeout and a chance just to bait out as many grenades as possible. That might not sound like a huge factor, but incendiaries especially, $600 there. Smokes, $300. Every grenade you can get out of the CT pockets is going to force out reinvestment. So you might not be able to find many kills here, but you can be incredibly frustrating to play against and just sit back at T steps, which is exactly what they're doing.
It's very annoying. I'm an impatient person. This makes me rather bored as a player on the CT side. I want you to run at me and give your life to me. Sonny just waiting in the underpass position. I think we're going to let this one tick its way down. So that gives me prime opportunity to tell you that Navi has swept the first half of overtime. It's 18-15. Simple sits with 40 kills.
It's pretty insane, isn't it?
It is, but it's also depressing at the same time. And sometimes I wonder, maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe the fact that you got one man that dominates so much, dictates so much, like Nico did on Mouzesports.
Yeah.
Is that detrimental to the rest of the team? Look at Mouzesports now. Very different lineup nonetheless, but worthy of mention.
We'll see. That looks like they might be done for there with a 3-0. And that will be them out of the tournament. Shocking scenes. This has not been a good look for them. Simple tweeted out he's going to destroy his opposition today, and they will make it to the playoffs.
Well, Simple is absolutely destroying them. That is absolutely ridiculous. I shouldn't be so hard on the whole Nico Mouzesports situation, considering that you had Dennis, Speedy, Nex in there with him.
Sure.
Very, very different lineup. Those guys are Big and Sprout at this point. The Sprout has grown up to be big.
In some ways. And Stewie, oh my goodness, we've fallen back up as well. You can see Mouzesports, this isn't a map they play too often. I can't even recall a big LAN game Mouzesports has played recently on Inferno. Online, I think we've done a few Pro League things where they've played it. That's a very different veto system there. That's when you go in blind, not knowing what the opposition veto, and you sometimes end up playing it.
Yeah.
This does not bode well. They're not getting anything done in the gun rounds. They're losing a lot of frags at the start. And for now, 5 versus 3 with Sticko and 18 HP.
Down for Fur to try and battle against. Incendiary to defend him. Oh my goodness, Oscar. He pushed it, killed him, and gets away with 4. One more tick, he was dead. He wanted to clear the position so they could wrap around. He's certainly done that. It costs him dear. But being a man down with 2 on low HP isn't even worth it, because now Tarek can hold for the pit. Cold's still waiting out towards quad. Molotov that lands on the roof. That's not idyllic.
Everyone's low now. This round's done. No way of getting on the site.
Send the chickens after them even. They'll peck them apart.
Even with 2 smokes, I'm not sure what they would do. You can't cover everything. The play on the side's going to get you. The play on the pit's definitely going to find you. Stewie's in the apartments. Yeah, it's done. This is just a formality at this point. There you go. 4-1. Mouzesports with little to no money once again. 3,000 per player. Round 6 coming in. Through this smoke. Tarek, like we said, at this point there was nothing I could do. It's just, well, we got to go through, try our best. Remember, they're not out of the tournament.
That's right. It's a quarterfinal appearance rather than a direct berth to the semi.
And at this point, maybe they'll need the extra time to adjust.
Fallen back, has fallen back. With Oscar down. Attempt from Stewie to cover off the barrels. Smoke in position. He'll hold off the banana comfortably. Double deagle toward the apartments. We'll see if they can actually gain any ground, considering there's 2 defenders eagerly waiting their arrival outside, one of which is Tarek, and he'll smoke off the door. Cold. He's there as well. If anything, they've just pushed them into a larger grouping at this point in time, because back down the hallway, they gather to ready themselves for quad. Cold wants to smoke off apartments. Additionally, Sunny's actually found Fur. They've got to be ready for this. That's a single kill on Arch, and as a result, it's going to force Cold back further inside of the pit. And a preemptive rotation comes out from Tarek, who wants to play on Moto, opening the site, but creating some distance, and that allows the AKs to do exactly what they're designed for. Accuracy at best on the CT side, 5-1.
There it is. Very good stuff so far. MIB are looking extremely comfortable. They've given up so far as the pistol. 5 rounds in a row, but finally the loss bonus racks up. We're going to see the AWP for Oscar. A Krieg for Chris J. 4 AKs over the CTs. That's such a scary prospect. You don't see this too often. 4 AKs and an AWP. Not a single M4 in sight. He couldn't be stronger.
Flames down at the barrels. Nice position. I wouldn't say nice play, but nice position. Still gets overrun as Fur figured out exactly where he had to be, the only place he could be with the flames down. Stewie, oh my goodness. Thought he was going to go down for that one, but stays alive on 18 inside of the flames. This is interesting because normally you see that position close to the doors. I'm not a fan of it always, but the op to protect rifles halfway up the hall. So as soon as there's an engagement, that op has to be perfect, otherwise that rifler is gone. Tarek gets a little further around. He's actually going to contest. He's going to push all the way. In fact, AK in hand could catch them. They're trying to jump into Boiler. That's one easy. Done. Now knows that there's a chance they're still inside. Incendiary, but they're closer than that. Stico gets the response.
3-on-3, closest Mouzesports to come to a round in a while. Smoke doesn't do a whole lot for them. Fallen spots him. He can confirm now it is going to be an A-side attack. Cold Zero stays strong on the apartment ledge here. That's a guaranteed frag. Might want to upgrade to the AK at this point. Hold strong with the AWP for now. There it is. AK picks up and gets to a safer position. Just denying the default plant. And Fallen finds a penultimate kill. It's just Sunny with 30 seconds left. If he gets this one frag, it's not enough to win the round. He knows he has to wait a little bit longer.
Oh.
Wait for the perfect opportunity to get 2 kills here. This is exciting, Matt.
Actually huge. Didn't get spotted by Stewie either. He transitioned back behind the box. This is massive because now he lines them up. Stewie's low. Sunny can pull this all off with patience. He's got 11 seconds, however, so he's got to get toward the site. He knows Stewie's in there somewhere, and he's looking. He's going to find him as well from Sunny. Brilliance pays off. 4 kills in the round.
They don't seem too hyped about it. That was absolutely spectacular. You want to see them riled up and celebrating that success. What an absolutely godlike play that is from Sunny. Holds his nerve, and as I painted out, he had to wait until there's 2 frags available to him. Yanko's going to call the timeout. They know that was theirs. It's an anomaly. You don't really see that happen too often. Not really much they could do about it, but Sunny with the absolute masterful play here. As soon as he spots that target, he knows, right, I'm in here. He knew where Stewie was. Low HP as well. That's been communicated. Absolutely stunning. You can't really beat that. Entertaining round. When it builds up like that and it works out as well, it can be so fun to watch. And there we have it. 5-2. Mouzesports finally getting something in their favor. The 3 versus 1 for Sunny is what it took. Not a sustainable concept, but still, it's going to light the fire beneath, and that's exactly what they needed there. 5-2 is a lot less scary than 6-1. Need to avoid the reset, though. Everyone went down pretty much, apart from Sunny, so 2 Galols will be purchased. Fully equipped. Fallen and Cold Zero on the double AWPs here. No AKs now. 3 M4s. As they might be up. Need to hold their nerve and not crumble at the fact they gave up. A bit of a sitter there. Wants to play. Fallen towards B. Nice little run boost, but not going to use it. Fallen extinguishes the flames at the start, as you can see. Will he be able to get this first kill? Flash comes over, takes the shot. But you can see Mouzesports very aware of his old tricks, and he'll have to fall back.
Chris, little double-click nade. More than a lob, less than a throw. Fallen. Trying to do what he could against that wall as they boosted up, but he couldn't get the shot. Tarek again is going to be the one halfway up the hall. Rops on the stairs this time. He pushed, if you don't recall, in the last round. This situation and setup was applied. He got 1, fell back. Sticko caught him out toward Boiler. It's going to be 3-man Arch as well, as a result of that aggression, just to make sure they can't wrap around and lock him inside of the apartments. But that rotation is going to be required. Back over toward B. 2 kills already for Stewie and Fallen. 1 by way of utility, 1 on the op. Stewie trying to sneak his way back through the smoke. Find it. He's going to stay there. He's actually going to pass them and go the other direction. They realize it, and they're able to find him as Oscar gets the shot with the AWP, but they still not found Fallen. Sunny, head down, gets inside of the water. And he's going to try and hold that, but Fallen is aware of it, knows it's a possibility this time, and despite checking it, seems convinced otherwise. This could still cost him. Sunny emerges. Now they know at least.
Well, Fallen lucky to be alive in that respect. Time ticking away, 20 seconds on the clock, but still plenty of time to get that bomb down. Fallen needs to hit the no-scope here. He's done for. Oh, he gets saved by Fur. It looked like Sunny had his number. That shot not going to land. It's going to be Osco. Had to hit the quick scope there. This round looks like it's over, and that's another 3.
It's kind of weird to say, like, hey, you've played these 2 rifles your whole life. Pick up the AUG.
Well, his confidence seems to be growing as he pushes down towards middle. It takes 3 on a gun round there with clean headshots. So you can't argue with the results, I guess. It will be round 12, 9-2 in MIBR's favor. Just Glocks available again. They can upgrade some pistols, I guess, but there's definitely not a buy.
Next week, he could play the Scar, because it's in the update for BR.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
You've got the secret patch?
I've already had it on my laptop for weeks.
Nice. Tarek showing us what he can do. Fallen to close things out.
And they're finally including female player models because it's 2018.
Oh, of course. I'd expect no less. Well, here it is. PD50s, Deagles, a CZ for Rops. No helmets, but some Kevlar. Should be double digits here. The only round they've picked up since the pistols, that 1 versus 3, which shouldn't have happened. Like, we'll never see that again. That was such a crazy situation. Down they go 1 by 1.
It really is 1 by 1, isn't it? Can almost count to the beat.
Rops is next. Third's coming for him.
Rops isn't next. It's Sunny. Then Rops. Then Oscar.
Wow.
Tic-tac-toe.
He's so calm in those situations. A lot of players get overwhelmed now, go for the full spray. He's just tapping away.
He just wants this over with. He's going to go back to the hotel, have a nice nap, have tomorrow off potentially, because this again puts them into the semis.
That's a nice thing to have, right? Just knowing you can watch all the games, practice on your flaws you've had this tournament.
And not only that, you get practice, but you can sleep in a little bit. You can practice on your own schedule. It's not like, hey, you're playing game 2 tomorrow. If you want to warm up, you have to be up by 9 a.m., eat breakfast, be in the room warming up, and then get ready to play. Nah, you've got all day.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a nice little asset to have within the team. 2 AKs again on the CT side, an AUG for Tarek. Like we said, that's where he's trying to focus himself. Money really not a factor now for MBR. I don't have to talk about that again. They're all in 5 digits pretty much. Tarek just shy of 16K. Oops, that again for Oscar. I don't think it's been that influential. It's 2 and 12. It's one of those maps where the AWPers, apart from Guardian, it really seems, and maybe Alu at this point, who really shows what they can do on the T side of the AWP. Round 13 and very slow paced there. Oscar's got glass cannon AWP, just to note.
Let's see if he can make anything happen with it. Sticko already to the wall. Cubby is occupied. Smoke down Fur could actually escape that position now should he elect to do so, but he's going to rely on the bait. We talk about it. It gets overlooked for so many peculiar reasons. Not this time. Fur tries to wait it, and just barely goes down. He tried to go at least 1 for 1. Maybe 2 if he gets lucky, if they line up on the spray.
With the smoke there as well, he definitely could have knifed down and got away with it, but he obviously didn't have that vision. Was hoping he could just steal 1 kill away, you're right. Fallen alone, but sometimes that's enough. If they boost over the wall here, they would have him. But why are they rushing? They still had 20 seconds. Didn't just have to Hail Mary it through the smoke. But still, they have him isolated. At first, oranges, but oh my goodness, this is his bread and butter. The incendiary's down. Players above him. If he hits that, oh my god, he still gets the kill. It looks like a round is going to fall apart again. Where's the bomb? Where is it? It's in the fountain. He can't do it. Even if he gets this kill, it's over. 3 seconds remaining, and it all falls apart. Rops has to survive at this point. Can't even challenge his frag, but he should survive at this point. Take Cold Zero down, at least get the AWP, but
yep.
My goodness, that's all Fallen. How he gets that kill with the P250, I'll never know.
Yeah, that's ridiculous to stare upward as he's jumping over, basically spars into him. 11-2.
That's so cool.
Fallen. Calm and control.
You heard Yanko say they've picked up the AWP. Do not take this round lightly. No one rushing around, no one giving kills away. That's good to hear. It's nice to get that little insight just to see what's going on.
The highs and lows, you can certainly tell that their communication's on or not, if they're making points, if they're concise in thought, or more importantly, if they sound frustrated at times. So 11-2, they have picked up the AWP. They're not going to take it lightly. That's the main thing. But at 11-2, they are in a fine position on this CT side. Round 14 as well, not a lot of money, so they'll buy around the op what they can. That includes 3 AKs, thankfully. But only MP7 only for Chris J. Now that, surprisingly for Chris J, won't bother him too greatly.
Yeah, that's one of his iconic weapons, one of the few players that can really make that work. Problem is, that I'm more worried about is Oscar, Sticko, and Sunny with no grenades between them. Oscar and Sunny with no helmets makes them extremely vulnerable to the 3 rifles, 2 M4s, and the AUG. If they had have got that final kill and taken Robs down before he get the AUG, this might be a guaranteed 13-2. But they save it. There's another lifeline here. But Oscar's done nothing with the AUG. 2 and 13 now. And he's been given the weapon again. Can't find an access point.
Tarek. Just waiting it out in the apartments with the AUG. So as you say, play the AUG this entire event. Question is, he can get kills. Does he look like he's having fun again? That's when Tarek plays his best.
He really didn't last week. That was the problem. You could see like he wasn't playing himself, even tweeted out he didn't feel comfortable. And I guess it has been working with him. So like, what can we do? Do you want to try the AUG out? I would say from what I've seen so far, it's a successful change. And you can see the results speaking for themselves. 11-2 up as Cold Zera flashed, has to fall back. Mid control granted. 40 seconds remain. Good damage towards the SMG player. That's Stewie spraying through the smoke. Great setup here, though. Tarek, that's a one-and-done position, but luckily there's only one there. And it's not even required. His teammate just gets the kill before he even has a chance. It's so gutting for him. Oh, an absolute disaster here. Mouzesports going down 12-2. Oscar with his 3rd frag of the game, but he'll be dropped shortly after. Sunny, another amazing clutch required. Doesn't even get close. 12-2. Maximum loss bonus found, of course, but it's the last round and no plant. That means Galils and AKs and barely any utility again. Or go CZ or SMG to get those grenades.
Yeah. Wow, 12-2, and IBR looking lovely to wrap up an almost flawless first half. Krieg out now this time for Chris instead. A sawed-off shotgun for Oscar.
Not the best.
Not on the C side.
No. On the CT, yeah, maybe. You go shotgun, but...
and if he's going to go to alt mid with it and try and use it in the apartments, that's where Fur's already heading. So he's got Robs. Oh, tagged up. Chris does get the kill back. Sticko actually, steals that away. Chris did the first bit of damage. But look at Tarek. He's taking the initiative to say, hey, you want to go that far down? I will too. Oh. Can't quite sit in that corner because the gun barrel sticks out. That's why he thought better of it and goes a little further. If he had to stay there, he might have had a couple lined up, but he wasn't sure if they were going to continue on the hallways. Bit of a problem, though, because if he pushes that far down, Cold needs to be ready for this.
Yeah, this is
and
actually...
he's got an op. It's misinformation. The fact that Tarek didn't actually confirm they weren't in alt middle. Okay, Fallen's, as the clever man he is well aware that they could actually go to CT, but he's looked away at the wrong time. Turns back, realizes they're there, and they're going to have a line up toward him, toward the ruins.
So Tarek's push that looked so good actually all falls apart. Still winnable in the 4 versus 3. Oh my goodness, Stewie. You going through this smoke? Of course you are. Of course you are. Takes one down, and presumably the second as well. Nails it. Now the 2 versus 2, and Tarek, finally the flank works out for him. Sticko left of the very, very difficult task of winning this out with no grenades. They won't know he's in CT necessarily, but they've got smokes for the defuse. They've got incendiaries to defend. Flashing over, not giving anything away. This is what MLB are known to be so good at. Retaking bomb sites. So they can look towards spawn. No, they're not, but they now know a Sticko. Where's Cold Zera? Not wasting any time, and it doesn't matter. 12-3. Mouzesports have only won the pistol, a 1 versus 3 is Sunny, and then a 2-on-1 with Sticko. Not a convincing gun round in there at all.
Not even remotely, and that one was almost just due to an unfortunate circumstance of misinformation, but they'll get a third. A third is possible, as we know in Pro League. In the history of Pro League, 12-3 is the comeback score. It's going to be another large task for Mouzesports. They came back from 14-6 on Train, only to lose 16-14. It's a similar task, if not greater, this time around.
Entertaining half nonetheless. Scoreline suggests otherwise. We had some great moments there. Amazing round from MLBR, the Sunny clutch on his screens right now, quite fitting, as he dismantles them on the A site. That was superb. It'll be gutting to be on the losing team after that, but Tarek, like we said, revitalized with the AUG.
Things back underway on Mirage for Na'Vi and Ghost, and 4-0 for Ghost to start things off. And that's T-side, so they're flying. Na'Vi is looking like they might be leaving today.
Yeah, that's a game where you will be knocked out if you lose that series. So all eyes over there as well. But more importantly, who will be making it to the semi-final next? MIBR looks to be the likely candidates. Fallen deliberating with his team what they're going to present here. This is going to be incredibly tactical. Look at the setup. 3 smokes, 2 Molotovs, 2 flashbangs, a decoy. I haven't seen this much utility in a T-side before. I'm interested to see what they bring to the table.
On a pistol? Yeah, that's kind of nutty.
Let's see what they can do with that. Well, that's a good start. Sticko removed quite quickly. They still have all their grenades.
Nutty, but I like it. Oh, Oscar's got him back, though. Knows that headshot angle toward the apartment's balcony, the kitchen balcony.
Yeah.
Just the balcony. That works. Over top of the roof to find the kill. Fur. He's going to rotate up to find Oscar toward the apartment position, but he's also got Tarek with him. Potential that they can overflow, if you want to call it that. Bust out. Ooh, and catch him off. Okay, it does bloom just on the hay bale, so they can jump, but that means Oscar's position's perfect. Misses the shot, gives himself away. They're going to go. They know he's gone inside of that smoke. Good position from Robs, however. He finds 2. Sonny's got the other. It's all on the Fur, and Oscar still standing tall and above. Shoots down below. It's the pistol for Mouse, 12-4.
There it is, a much-needed pistol as well. After losing the first pick, it was looking a little bit troublesome for them, but Oscar with the re-peek towards second middle does get the kill back. They try their luck at the apartments and didn't get anything done whatsoever. As they flooded out, headshots were delivered by Mouzesports in absolute spades. It was the initial kill, then Robs getting it done on the side, denies the plan. And there's Oscar to close things out as well. Very quiet game from Oscar, but similar scenes to what we saw on Train. If they can get on their feet here and deny the second round force by from MIBR, there is a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. MIBR hasn't exactly been convincing in closing as of late, and they've got 4 rounds to find. That's a tall task.
It's normally that T side is where they look a little bit out of their depth on Inferno.
It's so things out on his own. Used to be a very clever little pop flash you could throw off the old window that was above this site. And they opened up the roof off of Inferno A. It no longer exists. 4-on-3. They get 1 back at least.
Time running away though. 15 seconds and Mouzesports nowhere. They're just turtling on the bomb site right now. Got a great crossfire, and surely they'll be picking this one up. There's a nice kill from Sticko and Robs. That will decide things altogether. They will have to go in and deny that plan, because if he gets the bomb down, that's actually a nice injection of cash. And they'll just kill him before he can do anything with it. 12-5, full eco coming in. Mouzesports definitely on their feet now. On the CT side, this can be turned around. We know MIBR have the weaknesses on the T side. For now, Glocks only, no armor, no nades. Another sort of timeout situation when you just chat. This was a nice shot from Cold Zera to give them some sort of entry towards the A site. Just a PG-50. Now 2 purchased.
Stewie crawls under the pass to get back to mid. No guns for MIBR. An aggressive push from Mouzesports. Chance that Stewie could potentially catch them off. Chris is occupied, but little does he know there's another player down there as well. And Chris makes short work of Stewie and saves his teammate in doing so. His teammate, grateful to that fact, is able to then pick up a kill before going down. And Chris and Oscar will close out the round. So they cut the lead in half at 12-6.
A lot of work to do, but promising signs at least. Second half, 3-0. Another gun round though. The Orb's out for Fallen. He can get Kevlar, which he does, and a flashbang to go with it. Far the top, 119 ADR, not bad at all, with 18 kills to his name. Oscar starting to show some form now. Finished the half, I think, on 3 kills, now on 7. As they send 3 towards B. Trying to beat the utility. Coldzera will have to extinguish that. Doesn't take too much damage though, just costing us smoke, which can be frustrating. All-on-all action here. Sunny suspecting a player there in the smoke. They can be careful not to shoot each other. They'll drop another one just to continue to have full banana control here. Oscar in the apartments, as you can see, gets tagged up slightly there as Fur goes to the wallbang.
Tarek getting back up the stairwell, can't see anything. Nice shot by Oscar onto Tarek. But Rops holding high will take out Fur as well. This is starting to look compelling for Mouzesports. The convincing fashion in which they're finding kills in response and controlling the cordons of the map makes it a little bit questionable for Mibr to find 4 rounds. We'll see if they can fix things over toward B this time instead. Sunny on the fountain as a crossfire set with Sticko. Single smoke left. Cold Zero is the one with it. That likely goes towards CT, I would imagine, unless they go straight contact, in which case you're just going to bait Sticko in after the contact's made with Sunny. So the smoke down, flash out, Stewie. He finds the kill on Sunny. Now they push through. He almost lines them all up. 1 HP for Cold. Stewie's on 12. It was almost a straight 3K for for Sticko as it was. Oscar does try and find his way back into the site. With bomb down, he can't fire a single shot that lands, but he knows they're all low, so he'll stay on the pistol, and rightfully so. No need to bring the op out in this situation. Stewie, off angle behind the fountain. We're seeing this become more and more common. He needs to make sure he hits a headshot. First player out will get the information. He wants the trade. Sprays in. There's the trade for Rops. Pretty straightforward at that point in time, but he's got to get the timing right to find Cold. 1 HP, and Cold takes the fight directly. Nice win from Mibr.
Yeah, that was tense. Cold Zero couldn't just turtle up at the back. He knows he'll be checked with the bomb with a decent amount of time left. He had to try and catch him out as he was exploring other options there. Couldn't have been closer. Sticko, like you said, the double spray down was there, but somehow it will be Cold Zero picking up the victory in round number 4. 3-1 now. As the money's still decent on the CT side, they bring a double orb setup. An iconic one, Christian and Oscar up against a weak Mibr. They've got a Galil, a UMP. They still have the AWP recovered from the previous round as Yanko gets stuck in. He knows this is a big round for them. He needs to discuss their options. They have 1 timeout left. He's one of the more active coaches. You'll see Mibr more often than not take all of their timeouts. A big one to pick up there. 1 step closer to finding the 2-0. It's their map pick. Scoreline suggests they will be making their way to the semi-final, but still need to get themselves over the finish line. Remember, they had a 14-6 lead on Train. That almost fell apart. It's a very similar situation. We're 13-6 here. Lose this round.
Yeah.
A chance that Mouzesports get right back into it.
Oscar looking down toward the bottom mid flash out. That actually works to catch Stewie, who's then in the open for Chris on the other side of the map. All works in tandem to that one position, and it's the opening pick against what you say the situation from Mibr against the money. Tarek wants to sneak up. No Augs on the T side. He's got to be UMP this round. Gives him a bit more to work with in terms of utility. He's got smoke to flash. It's plural. Standing still on the ledge will hold this position. There's no need to move off it as of yet.
One thing we can talk about here, where we have a slight advantage, I guess, is this 1 smoke and a flash left on the CT side. They don't have enough to really funnel Mibr to where they wanted to go, so even a full execution here would actually be very problematic. Who's left at B? It's Chris J. He has no grenades, but he does have the AWP, so he could be active here with the orb. It's likely he gets smoked off if they commit, but it doesn't look like that'll be the case. Got to fall back. Tarek's got the bomb, and he's in the apartment right now alone. His teammates need to join him as time ticks away. They won't have time to fall back to B now. Oscar waiting with Sticko. This is looking good for Mouzesports, I have to say. At this point, the fact they're going towards A with 3 players there, I would say Mouzesports pick this up, but we will see.
Tarek taking his time to work up the hallway. Rops is waiting outside of the door should he dare try and sneak in. Fur already finds 1 on Sticko. That's going to be the entrance. They're going to try and commit to the bomb plant immediately on default as well, as Oscar can't find the shot. Tries to line up a wall bang. Unsuccessful in doing so on that attempt as well, as Cold still sits with 8 HP. It's Fallen that gets aggressive to find Sunny. It's now double op retake. I don't think this is going to happen.
They have no grenades, 2 orbs. You're right. I don't think they can justify this. As frustrating as it might be, they'll have to fall back. Oscar and Chris J save the AWPs and let another round slip by. That was huge. Mibr, great work, especially Fallen there to watch second middle, knowing there's a lot of heavy B presence. He watches towards second middle. That's the kill that decides everything. You cannot go for the retake at this point. Yanko should be celebrating right about now. Knowing the round is confirmed, he wants to see if there's any exit potential here, but nothing to be found. Both CT players there and the back of the B side. So still a lot of work to do. They know it's a double orb setup, so they definitely can still buy here. There's no way you're taking the eco. A 14-6 with 2 orbs saved. Mouzesports on the precipice of giving this one up. MP9s, pistols coming out. They only had about $2,000 per player. Lose this, it definitely is over. Has to be a successful round. Can they do it? They got the opening all pick before. Can they replicate that?
Chris wants to go aggressive. Potentially had a bit of a accidental run boost. Looks not to go for it. Instead, has fallen, was already at the bottom side of the banana position. Tarek, meanwhile, back toward the apartment. Seems his default. That's what he's been assigned with. We'll see if he can make it work this time as he walks from the doors. In fact, Cold and I believe Fur all along with him. Flash and run. Robs down below. Finds one. Sprays in. Can't find a second. That gives Cold the chance to get his aim onto the target before Robs could reset. But look how quick Oscar is to get Cold immediately after Tarek finally gets one in the equation. Sneaks out and he'll find Oscar. But Oscar got Stewie in the meantime?
Yep, he definitely did.
That's impressive.
It was needed as well.
Bit of a miscue as they throw a Molotov into their own smoke. That extinguishes it, but at least the position's covered, I suppose.
Has the same effect, I guess. But yes, could have been timed a little bit better. Oh, now it's the players with nothing. The MP9 and, well, the AK-47 now in the hands of Sticko. He's waiting patiently. They do not have a kit. They need to find kills quickly here. And he still needs to drop down from the apartments. We'll see if it can be done. Great shot by Fallen. That might be enough here. At this point with no kit, I don't even think this is possible. Tarek hits the shot regardless. It would have been touch and go on the 10-second defuse, but still, doesn't matter. 15-6, money completely wrecked. Should be MIBR in the semifinals at this point.
And Tarek with a big round, very needed for him as well. He came out from apartments with some help that time and gets 3 to secure this map points. You're right, Mouzesports with very little money have, as I can see already, 2 shotguns.
2 auto shotguns, yeah. Not the most ideal situation for them, I'll say that much. Pistols, UMP, double shotguns, looking likely to be a 2-0 here, but time will tell. It's 15-6. MIBR looking to join Astralis there in the semifinals.
Stewie. The Molotov down. Oscar in the corner, blinded. Check. Stewie with 1. Surprise to spray for 2. Sonny gets away with that. He's going to actually get the shotgun and think, if I'm going to be traded, I'm going to take a fight. I'm going to get aggressive. Not only that, he might get rewarded, maybe not, with an AK. That was my plan. The smoke goes down. He actually can get it. Fire. Come on now. Use those arms. So they'll get away with an upgraded gun in a 4-on-4. Sonny's going to rotate all the way around as well. Bomb still waits inside of mid. They'll grab that now. I believe it's in the underpass, so it wasn't spotted by any potential lurks. Smoke's down. 2 in the smoke, in fact, for Tico. Chris, Sonny's going to go. They're going to push this. I want to check it. Smoke actually was already dissolved. It was just misleading on the minimap. And it's a UMP from that range to find Fur. Tarek, again, though, could actually come up trumps here if they wanted to walk out and get overly aggressive. They don't need to now that they found that pick, however.
Yeah, I can't believe Sticko made the shot happen. Oh, might be another one here, but it will be Cold Zero to pull it back, but damage done at least. 3-on-3.
It's a big kill from Cold. That's round saving potentially. Keeps falling alive. Rops could sneak out behind them though. They don't know that there's going to be another toy boiler. This shotgun. Low HP on Fallen. Cold's directly in front. He's going to get 2. Bomb dropped. 13 seconds. They now know they can hold this off. Desperate from Tarek to run it to the site. Fakes it out. Gets 1. Sprays it. Nearly gets a second. He does. He still has time to get this bomb plant down. Tarek could easily pull this off for MIBR. Sonny's got to win it back. Kit down inside of the site. Was there? I don't think they had any in this round. So he's got 10 seconds to hold this. If Tarek lurks around, he now has position. Just needs to make sure that he plays this to the sound cue.
You were asking if he had his confidence back, Matthew. I think it's absolutely certain he has. 1 versus 1 against Sonny, the clutch master himself. No kit available, no nades as he desperately tries to get some intel here. Tarek spots him, takes him down to 21. That should be it at this point. He knows he can just run him with the pistol. There's almost no time on the defuse here. Sonny looks like he's out of his depth, and that's going to be it. Tarek with the 1 versus 3 to pull things off there. Just when it seemed like Mouzesports had pulled it back with the shotguns, it wasn't quite enough. A great way to close it out. A really nice victory there at 16-6 and 2-0 straight to the semifinals.
Back-to-back 3Ks from Tarek to make it happen as well. No problems closing this time. MIBR and Astralis are the 2 semifinalists, our guaranteed quarterfinalists.